Hello learners, today we will learn about Vardha scheme. This scheme is given by Mahatma Gandhi ji in 1937, and after going through this scheme you would be able to understand the concept of basic education, relevance of basic education in India and the merits of basic education proposed by Mahatma Gandhi ji. So, here we can say this basic education was the concept proposed by Mahatma Gandhi ji only, and this concept was introduced in 1937 under the committee of Dr. Zakir Hussain at Wardha, Maharashtra, and the complete formula is based on Gandhian formula, and later on this formula was published in weekly magazine Harijan. That time it was very popular magazine Harijan. So, he has got published in that magazine, and as it derived its name from the Educational Conference of National Workers held at Wardha under the presidency of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So, Mahatma Gandhi ji has rightly said that by education means all round development of best in child and man in body, mind and spirit. So, this was his very popular definition in regard to education. Here he also says that literacy is not the end of education nor even the beginning, it means literacy will continue in between. So, in Vardha scheme this education is known as Nai Talim, basic education, Bunyadi Talim, basic Shiksha. So, it has a number of names it comes through Vardha schemes, like appointment of the Zakir Hussain committee in 1937. So, he proposed the entire syllabus under this scheme, and in this syllabus Professor K.G. Saidhyan's name is very much prominent, and he was also a part of this scheme. The report of the committee published in March 1938, and this scheme can be seen at a glance, and you will be enjoying what is this scheme. And he had means a complete picture of India in his mind before preparing this scheme. So, that time what system was there in India, it was the completely proposed by the Britishers. So, this Vardha scheme has given its own name to Indian education system, which was deeply rooted in Indian culture and Indian traditions, and it was even going to give the vocation to the Indian youth also through this scheme. And he proposed that a school of 5.5 hours could roughly be divided on the following basis, and basically he has given more time to the craft related work, because he was having very much interest in spinning wheel. So, that is why he was giving emphasis on vocations also, and so that it can be the citizens of the India can be self-reliant, self-sufficient and self-independent also. So, he proposed that physical activities can be conducted in a school 20 minutes, mother tongue can be in 20 minutes, social studies 60 minutes and general science also 60 minutes and arts 40 minutes and arithmetic like mathematics is 20 minutes, but most of the time he has proposed for the craft work only. So, what we talk today as per our Indian constitution article 45. So, this concept perhaps has been taken from the Vardha scheme. So, free and compulsory education for all the children from the age of 7 to 14 years he had proposed, but now in our constitution as per article 45 6 to 14 years. So, perhaps it has been taken from there only. And craft centered education, he has proposed craft centered education, today's we call as a vocational education, self supporting education like skill based education, medium of instructions should be mother tongue. He has proposed that it should be in mother tongue only, and ideals of citizenships, cooperative learning. Today we are talking about the constructivist and cooperative learning. So, he had proposed a long time back that cooperative learning should be there, and he had also emphasized on non-violence. Today also we are saying that there should be peace and there should be no violence, etc., but he has emphasized a long time back, and no religious education. And principles of basic educations are like free and compulsory education, making education self-supporting, linking education with life, education through mother tongue, craft centered education, developing knowledge as a unit, principles of truth, non-violence, and Sarvodaya. Free and compulsory education, Gandhiji regarded education as the birthright of every human being, and he has emphasized that state should provide free and compulsory education to all the children till the age of 7 to 14 years, and making education self-supportive. In this scheme, he has said that self-supporting aspect of basic education, under which some craft is compulsory in the schools and the state will take over these crafts, means it is the duty of the nation or the duty of the several states to accept in the schools and to introduce this craft education in their schools, and by selling these resources should be available for the school. And linking education with life, Gandhiji has emphasized on relating education with the natural and social environment of the children, means we have to create such an environment so that they can have the harmony life, and with the domestic and regional trades and industries, he has emphasized that maximum emphasis should be given on the regional based industries like weaving, like knitting, and like craft, etc. And he has also emphasized on the mother tongue should be as a medium of the instructions, and he argued that children have a natural command over mother tongue. They can have better understanding in mother tongue only rather than other foreign language or other languages. So, mother tongue should be given the priority, and the mass education can be organized only mother tongue only. It was his idea, and instead of carrying out the loads of foreign languages like English, etc., he had said the medium should be in Hindi or in mother tongue, and there should be no bag loads, etc. Therefore, mother tongue as a medium of instruction can better serve the nations. Craft centered education, he has said that students should be skilled through crafts so that they can tomorrow earn while they are learning. And in this craft education, he had certain objectives like to make the children aware of the importance of manual labor, to make children self-dependent, that is capable to learn their livelihood, to uplift the masses, and to link education with the rural life, and also to make the educational self-supporting. Like in this craft education or self-supporting education, they can have their agriculture, weaving, fishing, and gardening, and carpentry, and the like tasks they can have. Developing knowledge as a unit, he has emphasized that education from the material point of view, that one single purpose of education which is to be prepare human beings for the real life, and if this is so, then all the subjects and activities of the curriculum must be related, means all the activities which are going to be organized in the school should be related to each other. It means there should be a correlation in the activity as well as in the educations. And developing knowledge as a unit, therefore, Gandhiji is emphasized on the developing education as a unit. This idea of Gandhiji gave rise to correlation method in education. Principles of truth, non-violence, and Sarvodaya. So, Gandhiji has always in favor that there should be always truth. Therefore, Gandhiji suggested common education for all, means there should be no disparities in between rich and poor. So, every individual should receive equal type of education. So, this will give them self-respect as well as them self-progress. So, he said that any type of exploitation in the society is a violence, and Sarvodaya means upliftment of all, means every individual should be given equal weightage to rise. So, even truth is the subordinate to the non-violence. It means if we are speaking truth, it means we are avoiding violence, and means we are going on the direction of non-violence. And aims of basic education of Gandhiji are like physical and mental development, means all round development. When he says, it means mental developments also. As human being is a psychophysical being, therefore curriculum of education must be constructed in such a way that it should aim towards the physical and mental development of all human beings. And establishment of Sarvodaya means upliftment and welfare of all the sections of the society. He had focused on the social development through education only, and establishment of society free from any type of exploitation, and to safeguard and preserve Indian culture. Means if he says about this spiritual development, so we have deep rooted culture, like yoga is in our Vedas. So this is what our spirituality. So religious tolerance should be there, and Sarvo Dharma Sambhava should be there, and vision, attitude, love, understanding, education, service, all are related to the moral and character development. This vision was very much, even we are demanding in today's society also, and he has said that we should teach our children skill based handicraft education. After learning these skills, children will be able to learn while they are going to their livelihood, and they can have their own earnings. And in this curriculum, he has suggested that spinning, weaving, gardening, agriculture, carpentry, tannery, bookbinding, fisheries, etc. And in mother tongue, again emphasized in Hindi only. And in general mathematics, he said that weights and measures should be taught at the schools levels, and commercial mathematics should also be taught, which is today is known as the applied mathematics, and algebra should also be taught, and geometry mathematics should also be taught. In the social science subject, he said that history should be taught, geography, civics, and social studies should be taught. In general sciences, he has given the emphasis on natural study, gardening, botany, geology, chemistry, physics, and home science. In physical education, he has given more emphasis cleanliness. Today we are talking about the clean India and green India. So cleanliness terms has come from the Gandhiji's viewpoints, and he has also given the exercise in the games and sports. Nowadays in India or as well as in the world, we are celebrating as the yoga days on 21st of June. So this exercise or this concept of game and sports and yogas or spirits etc. has come from the Gandhiji's concept. Musics, fine arts and drawing also be taught. And in behavioral education, he has said that moral education should be taught, celebration of social and national festivals should be celebrated, and social services like national services schemes and cleaning of the roads and your mohallas etc. he has given the emphasis in this way also. Merits of the Vardha schemes are many, like craft work was going to be introduced in the schools, activity based curriculum was to be designed, learning by doing only. Today we are discussing that learning by doing, but this concept was given a long time back, that learning by doing, and social activities and community. Now we are talking about that we have to educate our society, but how we can educate our society until unless we are not taking any social activity. So Gandhiji had rightly suggested that in the community life we have to organize the social activities, and self-sufficiency or self-reliant means while you are learning you can even earn. So if you are earning, then definitely you are going to be self-sufficient. And but how you are going to be self-sufficient? Because if you are earning and you are skilled, that it means you are going to be self-sufficient. So this was like his curriculum, and he has also given emphasis on free and compulsory education, mother tongue as a medium, education through correlation, integrated knowledge, relationship with life, training in citizenship, great freedom of the teachers and the taught. Means teacher should be barrier free. They can organize different type of activity as per the local needs in their school, and they should not be bounded to teach a particular text only. They can shift their curriculum as per the local needs. Basic education is not class based, means there is no upper and lower in the basic education. All have the equal rights and all can have the equal type of education, and basic education in the rural area as well as urban area. So Gandhiji never said that it should be organized in rural areas only, but it should be equally in urban areas also. Today we have the significance of the basic education, that time also we had the significance of the basic education. So we have to understand what is the basic. So basic is derived from the word base, which means the bottom or the foundation of the thing upon which the whole things rest or is made. So this is like a foundation stone. It is basic because it is based on the ancient Indian culture. It is a basic because it lays down the minimum educational standard which every individual child is entitled to receive without and distinctions of caste and creed. It is basic because it is intimately related to the basic occupations of the community. It is basic because it is for the common man of the country who is the foundation and the backbone of our national life. It is basic because it comes first in time, that is, it is the primary period of one's education. Today we call it primary education. So basic education is also like a primary education. Criticism of basic education. No doubt basic education concept was very much appreciable and it was accepted also that time, but many have criticized. Even today also many may be going to criticize this formula. Number one, criticism: the child is treated just as a policeman or as a soldier, merely as a unit in a homogeneous mass. His individuality is ignored. He is viewed merely as a means to an end, the end being earning capacity and citizens of sorts. There are three aspects of human nature: cognitive, affective and psychomotor. The Vardha scheme emphasizes the last aspect, psychomotor only, not the cognitive or not the affective. Individual has the feelings, he has the sensations, he has the mind, but major aspects was given on the vocation only, and rest aspects have been completely ignored. Number 3, undue emphasis on craft as the only basis of correlation. Means Gandhiji has given major emphasis on craft only, not other rest work. No place for the religious education. Today we have a number of chapters in our curriculums or in our books related to the education, related to the religions, but he has given only related to the crafts. And basic education not suited in the age of industrialization. We are a growing and developing countries, and certainly after 2020 we will compete the world. So in this industrialization's age, what is meant for basic education? We are living in the age of information technology, and this craft centered education may be of no use as it has been criticized. Number 6, craft is only a slogan, a fiction which is practiced on ceremonial occasion for the benefits of visitors. So today if you visit many Khadi Gramodyog etc., so they will show you certain types of like weaving machines and like spinning wheels etc. So and particularly on 2nd October etc. So this is becoming like a ceremonial occasions. So and number 7, basic education is a walk. It is no sound psychological and pedagogical basis. It does not have any ground and sound knowledge about the psychological and pedagogical basis. Today's our learners are based on psychological as well as pedagogical, and they are learning a lot of skills how to teach the particular things, but basic education does not give this type of emphasis. Basic education is a fallacy. The very fundamentals are wrong and not properly conveyed. Let us sum up what is basic education and what were the ideas about the basic education proposed by the Mahatma Gandhis. So, Mahatma Gandhi has given more emphasis that craft center education should be introduced in all over the schools of India, and he has emphasized on the mother tongue only. No doubt that mother tongue can be a better medium of instructions, but we cannot set aside the other languages also. In the age of globalization, we are learning many languages and we have to speak many languages. So, he has ignored these aspects also. Similarly, Mahatma Gandhi has emphasized on particular type of craft, not particular like agriculture, not like region based industries. We have many industries region based, like in Banaras the weaving procedure is there, like in other parts of the countries we have different types of industries, like we have the Bengals in Firozabad, Farrukhabad and so on. So, this type of education or this type of craft has been ignored. So, he was giving more emphasis on spinning wheel only, but we can say Mahatma Gandhi's idea as per the then time was rightly true ideas, and it was taking India into the right direction, and it was creating the real Indianness in Indians. So, it cannot be center-sided, it cannot be ignored that what ideas he has given. And today also we are saying about this primary education, basic education. So, this basic education we are rightly following. So, Gandhiji was a leading political figure at that time, and he realized that deplorable conditions of the education in our country. He expressed his view on the education in a series of articles in Harijan. Harijan was that time was a very popular magazine which later developed into basic education. In All India Conference was held in Wardha to discuss the different aspects of basic education, and 4 resolutions were passed that time. Number 1 was free and compulsory education to be provided nationwide. Number 2, education should be imparted through mother tongue only. And number 3, education should be centered around some basic craft. And number 4, education in all subjects should be integrally related to the selected craft only. So, this was the idea of the basic education as proposed by the Gandhiji. Thank you and have a good day.